What the Dead Want by M.J. Lee. Read by Dan Bottomley. Friday, May 8th, 2020. Chapter 1. It was just another summer's evening in Manchester. She was lying in her small, thin bed, the nightlight throwing a grey shadow across her face. I closed the door gently, ensuring the noise didn't wake her. Standing in the entrance, I watched as she moved restlessly in her sleep, turning her face towards me, the small gold cross around her neck catching the light against her pale, wrinkled skin. The room was bare and functional, not decorated like the others. A small table with one chair, a dresser with one picture resting on top, and one armchair where she could sit and read. The walls were painted a light eau de Nil green, a colour beloved of company bureaucrats everywhere. I never understood why that particular colour had been chosen for all the rooms in the facility. Any colour could have been selected. Pastel blue, for instance, or a warm, rich cream. But no, the company had chosen the official coldness of eau de Nil. Whatever. I advanced 2 steps towards the bed. She turned over once more. What was she dreaming? Of days gone by when she had raced up the hill of her beloved Yorkshire, or her first kiss behind the bike sheds at school, her body trembling with delight, or even her wedding day, walking down the aisle in her borrowed white dress, the out-of-tune organ playing the wedding march in the wrong key. She'd told me all about her life one day, an old woman lost in her memories. It was one of the reasons I had chosen her to die. For a moment, I stood still and stared at the hands resting over the top of the white bedsheet. Wrinkled, liver-spotted hands. Hands that had once caressed babies, done the washing up, wiped a child's face, held a lover's hand. She was still healthy, though, despite her age. Too healthy. She'd signed the form a week ago. I always got them to sign it before the cull. They never said no. Most times they never even looked at it. Just one more of those interminable pieces of bureaucracy, signing their lives away with the stroke of a pen. I took the hypodermic from my pocket, removing the cap covering the spike. She wouldn't feel a thing. A small prick, and then a long, long sleep. A forever sleep. The hypodermic trembled slightly in my hand. This was my first time. But the master had told me I was ready, and the master was always right. Praise his power. I leant over the bed and lifted her thin arm. Her eyelids flashed open, revealing blue, almost turquoise eyes. "Hello? Is it morning already?" her sleep-drenched voice asked. The voice was old, crackling with knowledge and the tannin of thousands of cups of tea. "Not yet, but I thought I'd check on you. It's time for your vitamin injection." Before she could respond, I took the wrinkled hand and turned it over to reveal the soft, sagging flesh on the inside of the arm at the elbow. "But I don't have vitamin injections. I have tablets, and I've already taken them." Her head indicated the plastic pill box lying on the bedside table, each small compartment of the box labelled with large black letters: Son, Mun, Choose, Wed, Fur, Fry, Sat. "This won't hurt a bit," I said, ignoring her words. I inserted the needle into the soft part of the elbow, making sure I found a lovely vein, as clear as a blue tunnel beneath the paper-thin skin. Even though I was nervous, I had done it perfectly. She hardly felt a thing. "Aren't you going to give me a cotton ball? They always give me a cotton ball after an injection." I smiled at her. "Not this time. It's not necessary this time." She didn't resist as I took her in my arms, feeling the fine grey hair resting against my chest, watching as her eyes fluttered and closed, the blue vanishing for the last time, eyes seeing no more. The master told me this would be my favourite time, waiting for them to die. There would be a point where one moment they were alive, and the next they were gone. The master was right. It was the perfect moment, a moment to be savoured, to be enjoyed. I was in control. I was the chosen one. The master had selected me to do his bidding. I was his humble servant, his tool to be used as he saw fit. I saw a shadow outside the window.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?